sindise magarden boy tikafa mzaka salamu tilila batise kumwamba munga chilimba chizaka nkhala chilila sunganigwile wajama monga chitenge nitelela ise kunyumba kwatu ni mulungu timamvelela siri competition ilangana che uli ku opposition nina Yesu amone mission gofuno luzaleta competition tikapita timashine che batibena bali nangugo che timasaka timatamba che timaziba kuti muri Yesu che sitili sembo tisiyana ni patali value yanga ele priceless sini yopa manta mu mutima Yesu anachosa ni fearless value yanga ingo kwela sibweleda dedi monga che mutengo ni Yesu chabenika rapper bena baganisa che mdembo we not the same in and born again bought by his blood no wonder ni machita brag he can save you too tawi kaliko tamanga just call upon his name you will never be the same
Who said you can trap with a gospel song? Oh my god. You know what time it is? Another exciting episode of ZMB Talks. My guest, my name is DNA, the People's Bay. If you're new to this channel, you know what to do. Like, share, subscribe, and everything else. My guest today is someone who has been on this show, and I don't know what happened. SuperRhymer has been starving as his fans. No music. We've only seen him on, billboards and newspapers. Today we're here to find out, what is he doing? Okay? Ladies and gents, please welcome SuperRhymer, Mr.
Sholo.
Yes, one time. How are you doing, SuperRhymer?
I'm okay, how are you?
I'm awesome. At shining a life feel.
Today survivor boy period to the way. It has made us realize how important it is to just wake up and you're healthy and ish. It's a blessing.
How are you surviving?
It's a blessing. The new normal, you have to, mask filia, shan, samba, komine, kut konka vyo tomorrows. Corona koid. Yeah, but I'm okay. I'm okay. Yeah.
Nice. Last time you were here, I remember we were talking about your song Teaspoon.
Oh, yes.
Yes. Then now you have a new song that's out.
Yeah.
It's not really new, but could even now, I'm sure.
Yeah, it could be new. Like it's the last song I released.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the tradition. And also because I love the song.
Yeah.
Yes. So, just a car. Hint.
Yeah. Edna, the show plan I know. Okay. Yeah. Deli ni mapiti samo penso. Nanga wae ni machita so. Yeah. Sikufuna kwanga awe. Komanane ni mayesa. Masiku yonze. Kufuna kukondwelesa.
That's it, guys. When did you put out that song?
I really can't remember, but it's been a while.
Is it close to a year?
Close to a year, yes. I would say so.
Interesting. Before we actually get to why you released your last song 8 years ago.
Yeah.
we're having this conversation behind the scenes of camera. And I just want people to understand this. When we're talking about most branded artists in Zambia, most people only look at the likes of Abena Chuze. I think it's because they're always updating their social media every day. They're always posting new clothes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I don't know why we don't bring up your name. I don't know why. Because SuperRhymer, you are one of the most branded artists that we have. SuperRhymer's got a new song. The team does a good job, man. You just see your billboard, SuperRhymer. The other one got an advert. Country is SuperRhymer. How do you manage, man? How do you manage putting up all these billboards, making sure, my papers are there, and the magazines are there? How do you do this with your team?
I would say there's a team behind my branding. I don't do this by myself. So there are a lot of people behind my work who make sure that, my brand is in the people's faces. So yeah, one of the reasons why I've been quiet from the last time I released my song was my contract had expired with my label. So I was in discussion to whether I want to renew the contract or not, because there are some things that I felt like we could do better. So we were having a back-to-back discussion. So that took me, it took us a lot of time to resolve what was going on. Yeah, but I should say I renewed my contract and I won't starve you music again. I'll give you music. Yeah.
Okay, now I have my dates correct here. So Searching was released in October
In October.
2020,
Yes.
right?
Yes, in October, yes.
October 2020.
Yeah.
And you said you were in talkings with your record label.
Yeah.
What discussions took this long, like from October 2020 up until now?
Okay, so one of them is I felt like we didn't do well with distribution.
Okay.
I felt like on my end, I had put in a lot of work and I expected results. Like my expectation was different from what I got. So it was a thing where I didn't want us to be doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results. So we had to sit down and so that I can also get the perspective from other people. I am the artist. It's like a football player. When you're playing soccer, you don't know how your fans feel. They don't know what's going on in the pit. So I wanted to have the perspective of what, like the people that we give this music to, like how they feel, instead of me just judging my progress dependent on my perspective on it. So yeah, that was it was a long process, but I think it was worth a while.
It.
Yeah.
And you know what's funny, SuperRhymer? Your song Teaspoon was actually doing well. I even told you last time.
Yeah, you did.
So like, what expectations what were you looking forward to really as an artist and putting out your music there?
I would say, okay, here's the thing. Sometimes I used to feel like I was talking to the same people over and over. So I needed to find ways of how I can tap into like the whole new different audience. Yes.
Okay.
Because even the transition of me doing Teaspoon, like I'm a typical rapper.
Yes.
So me transitioning doing Teaspoon, I had different expectations, but you find that the same people that I deal with when I'm rapping are the same people that are appreciating my music. I mean, it's not a bad thing, but like that's not what I had in mind. It's like the way I like to think of what I do with my music. It's like you have a gun aimed to shoot somewhere, you know. So if you shoot and you don't reach your target, but you shoot somewhere else, of course you've taken your shot, but like I haven't reached the target. Yes, that's the question. Yeah.
I get it.
So I really do appreciate, and from the time I dropped Teaspoon, like the reception was a bit different, and it sort of gave me a perspective of how my album should look like. Because like I was telling you in the background, there's no way you are in the area where people buy onions too much and you keep ordering tomatoes. Like who are you ordering those tomatoes for? You know what I mean?
I feel you.
Yeah.
You know what? This one deserves a fist bump. Do you know I'm giving you that?
Yeah.
Most artists don't understand, like, let me even say this in Nyanja. I'll say it in English and then I'll translate it in Nyanja. You know, if you're seeing that this style is not working out for me,
Yeah.
try and evolve. Do something different that you feel like, okay, this is going to work out for me.
Yeah.
Because how many styles do you have, SuperRhymer?
I think I have pretty much.
Exactly, you get it.
Yeah.
But then you're still looking forward and searching for that perfect sound. And Van Van do you know that guy, Vocalistic?
Yes.
You know Vocalistic was a rapper?
No.
He started off as a rapper. But I think I'll carry these same people like my audience, but I want to tap into a different market. Now he's doing my piano. I'm a nigga. And he's one of the biggest artists right now.
Yeah.
So because of that, I commend you, man. Like, shout out. Continue evolving as an artist. Now, you talked about your record label.
Yeah.
What record label is this?
So the record label is called Xplode Plus.
Xplode Plus.
Yes.
Oh.
That's the record label I'm signed under.
So you renewed your contract?
Yes, my contract has been renewed and I'm looking forward to a productive journey. More better than we did.
Why didn't we? We're not hearing like, no, SuperRhymer and his record label and disputes. What? You guys are not giving us news, you know?
No, actually, we've never been in disputes. It's just a thing of, you know, like, I'm sure even them, they have things, their expectation from me.
Okay.
Expectations, maybe things that I didn't even do. You know, being an artist, you know, sometimes we are stubborn and stuff, and I'll say it. But it's a thing of trying to find how we can bring these two ideas to achieve one thing. Yeah.
Are you the only artist signed in that Xplode place?
No, I think there's Unicarlos and there's what's this guy's name? I've forgotten the other guy's name.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's SuperRhymer? Okay. How did your journey start with this record label?
So how it started at the beginning, Abel Black was just my manager.
Okay.
Yeah, so in the background he was doing some him being an idealist and stuff. I just remember him calling me saying, look, it's going to be easier for me to work with you if you become a part of this idea, the record label that I'm trying to put up, than me working with you as an independent artist. It's going to be a bit hard for me to commit if I have to commit to seeing to it that my record label grows. So yeah, from there we took it up. I felt it was a good idea. He sold his vision to me and I was up for it. So that's how we began. Okay,
interesting. And what are some of the challenges you figured out that most independent artists have? And like you people that are signed to record labels, since you were independent in the beginning, right?
Yeah.
Then now you're signed to a record label. So like, what are some of the challenges that you went through as an independent artist?
Okay, so there are so many challenges depending with the state of an artist. So like for up and coming artists, I think one of the major problems could be you can't just organize everything by yourself. You know, you need at least people to help you do what you can. Like me, for example, I do make music from the scratch. Like I am able to make the product from beginning to end. Like here is the product, but how to take it up from there going further? Sometimes you just find that because you spend so much time trying to, like I was telling you in the background, I'm a perfectionist by nature. So, you know, in me trying to figure out how is this going to be done, there are other things that I need to do. There's branding involved, like you are talking about.
Hey, billboards.
Yeah, so there are people already planning on how are we going to brand this person. I don't come up with those ideas.
Your job is just to
they do. Yeah, my job is to be an artist. Yes. So it becomes a bit easier. Yeah, even just like communicating on a professional level, I don't think it's good for people to be talking direct to me and negotiating features. No, got 300 boy now. You know what I mean? Like that diminishes my value and stuff. But if they are talking to my management, I know my branding is safe.
Nice. You earlier on you talked about trying so hard to, you know, meet certain expectations.
Yeah.
So what is it like for you when you're recording a song? Is your aim to say, okay, let's say for instance, the way Teaspoon was doing really, really good, eh?
Yeah.
So when you were recording Searching, was it like, I should beat this song, or let me just record music? Okay, my point is like, do you record to beat the previous record?
For me, that's a tricky question because always I feel like my new music is better than what I did before. And it's hard for people to maybe to get, but that's how I feel. I feel like most of the times people fall in love with concepts and forget the fact that there's sound evolving. And there are a lot of things that I could have done in the previous record that I couldn't, but I have an opportunity to do it better in the new project. So for me, it's always aiming to do better than what I did before. Though in this industry, you find that people, like you were telling me when you're coming, like, want the teaspoon vibe. You know what I mean? But for me, like, that's so limiting to me because I can do more than what I did before.
Okay.
If only people have receptive minds, like to accept and pay attention to, like, what is he trying to bring across this time around? Than you just sticking. Yeah, I know. I've been to radio stations where, because if you follow up the way how we released Teaspoon, I think Teaspoon came first, then we released Simple. Like the timing was a bit close. So you go to a radio station and they'll tell you, why didn't you wait a bit? Teaspoon is still a vibe, man. You know what I mean? But you were telling me that no, you are starving us from the music.
Yeah.
So there are people that feel like if you are constantly keep on putting music, like you sort of want to kill the previous song that you did. I don't know if there's such a thing, but that's how other people felt.
Well, for me, I don't mean you saturate us with music. Not that you next week, no, not like that.
We can do that.
I know you can do that. So is that why you didn't give us a video for Searching, because your contract was actually ending with the record label?
I would say yes.
And
because
no.
I would say yes. Because I was doing a video for a song which came before Searching was called Yahweh, the one which features Ruben.
Okay.
So then the contract ended. So I just chose to finish up that video and, I had to let go of the Searching song.
Nice. And what time did you have to feature in the Luyando?
That video is a bit odd. I think it was done some time back.
Did you have a verse or you were just there?
No, I was just there, but I did mime to an anonymous vocal, which is on that song.
Yes. So I thought it was a feature with SuperRhymer.
No, I didn't feature on that song. I just appeared in the video.
So, in other words, it's like you and Mag Pompey are like,
Yeah, I call these people my big brothers because they are our role models. We look up to them. But aside from that, aside from business, aside from music, we are brothers before anything. Yeah. They are people that I can run to for advice. I can call them up.
Do you have a song with either of them?
Magnus, I think we have a lot of songs together because we had the Power EP. No, not in the studio. We had the Power EP, yes.
Oh, and he's the one that brought you on scene.
I produced about 80% of the project.
Oh, nice. Now that you mentioned, I remember even in the previous interview, we had a conversation about Mag 44, ne?
Yeah, we did.
We did, eh?
We did, yeah.
And then Pompey, do you have a song with Pompey?
I'm currently working on a project which I won't disclose, but Pompey might be there.
Okay. So did they call you and say, boy, I think telephone coffee someone, because I'm a since night. So did they have someone in the video?
No, actually, I was there when they were planning to shoot the music video. So Magnus was like, no, this video, you're not, I need you. Like, you're not, so I was like, okay.
No,
cool.
Let's do this. Let's do this.
Let's do this, yeah.
And when we were coming, actually, the SuperRhymer gave me a ride, guys. And I was listening, you people have got a problem. May I humbly requested for unreleased songs. I'm like, Super, is this song? This song I did it 5 years ago. Okay.
You need to wake up, baby.
Yeah, I think I need to wake up. I need to wake up. And then you're telling me you started off as a rapper.
Yeah.
And your previous songs, you've done more singing than the rapping.
Yeah.
What's the deal
up? So I would say the same thing I said before. I feel like right now, my singing, people relate more than my rapping.
Why do you think so?
Why do I think so? I'll give you an example. When I released the Takeover EP, there's a song called Compo. It's the song I had done on the Mossy Thunder Beats.
That one. Do you remember the lines?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so we're going to wrap up with that one. Cool, nice.
Yeah, so what happened was, Church, the guy who I feature on the song, is the one who even mixed the song. He called me, I think, some months after the project dropped. Then he was like, you ndiye veona kamba mu nyimbo ikanzi first line yako. You know what I mean? So that caught my attention. I'm like, the person who is calling me is someone who was mixing the song. You understand? If it took him this long enough for him to relate to one line, how much time does he need to relate to the lines which are on that project? Because I rapped a lot on that project. I rapped a lot on the Power project. So the line I did was, Sindise Magaden boy tikafa mzaka salamu tidila. You get? And it was, for me, it was just like, it's just like a normal.
What? Okay.
Yeah, so I feel like I was a bit ahead, and I need to, like, you know, behave myself.
But I think it's okay for that is to be ahead. You
know? It's okay.
So be ahead, SuperRhymer.
Okay.
Don't hold back, man.
Right now, I'm at the point where I think I'll give people what they need.
Okay. I hope you know what we need.
I'm trying to
figure out.
Yeah.
Okay, so now you mentioned everything is, you know, back in good terms with, you guys are back in good terms with the record label.
Yeah.
So like, what's next? What projects should we look forward to? Is it going to be a mixtape? Is it going to be an EP, album? What is it?
Okay, so I have a 7-track mixtape that will be dropping. And maybe this could be like the last rap project that I could do.
Okay.
Yeah, so like for all my rap fans, I think I'm giving them something before I, you know.
Can I confess what he said? He's getting rid of the songs. That's my laugh, man. He said, you are getting rid. I just want to get rid of my rap songs, Edna. I'm like, guy. Guy, are you serious?
Yeah.
Okay. All the best, SuperRhymer.
Thank you so much.
Looking forward to more billboards, you know, more announcements, more performances.
We'll do more better, yeah.
Okay.
We'll do more
Are you ready for the Mossy thing that you did? Guys, I looked for Super. You know, if you're good, you're good. I looked for this guy, but he was a celeb and he left before anybody. Even before the main guest arrived, you left.
You know what happened that day? I was staying in Charleston, and if you had noticed the time when I performed, it was almost 21. So I was thinking,
yeah.
Nikachedwa kutoka hapa kufika pa Mandayo kabasi nzapeza kazavuta zaenda na mendo.
And you know what's funny? It was you and Toela that performed that
yes.
And now look at where we are now.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
No.
It's a good journey, right?
It's a good journey. Yeah.
Amazing one.
It is a good journey.
So are you ready?
Yeah, let's
Born ready. Let's go.
We are not the same now. We are not the same now. Sitting kale kompo. We are not the same now. We are not the same now. Sitting kale kompo. Cause we go shine every time we come around. Mavuto yapa chalo, they can put you in the ground. But we are not the same now. We are not the same now. Look, sitting kale kompo. Sindise Magaden boy tikafa mzaka salamu tilila. Batise kumwamba munga chilimba chizaka nkala chilila. Sungani gwile wa jama monga chitenge ni telela. Ise kunyumba kwatu ni mulungu tima mvelela. Siri competition ilangana che uli kuwa position. Nina Yesu wa mwone mission gofuno luzadeta competition. Tikapita tima shine che batibena badi nangu che. Tima saka tima tamba che. Tima ziba kuti muli Yesu li che. Sitili sembo tisi yanda nipa tali value yanga eli priceless. Sini yopa manta mumu tima Yesu anachosa ni fearless. Value yanga ingo kwela sibweleda dedi monga che mutengo. Ni Yesu chape nika rapper bena baganisa che mdembo. We not the same. Ine ntina born again. Bought by his blood. Hey, no wonder ni machita brag. Hey, he can save you too. Hey, tawi kaliko tamanga. Hey, just call upon his name. Hey, you'll never be the same. Hey.
Who said you can trap on a gospel song? Oh my God. Shout out to SuperRhymer. Thank you so much for coming through.
So much,
Thank you. Shout out for the ride.
Yeah.
I'm your girl Indiana, the People's Bay. Oh, social media handles, please.
Oh, so on Instagram, my handle is the name is Super without spaces. On Twitter is at SuperRhymer, no spaces. And on Facebook at SuperRhymer.
Dope.
Yeah.
Please, guys, remember to subscribe, share, like, and leave a comment. I've been your girl EDNA. Bye. Mwah.